Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's NLC Winter 2025 matchup.
I'm slightly surprised that we don't see more Singed play from Baus with this kind of proxy farming, as Cayman might still be in danger here. Reckless will throw down the Gleaming Quill, and that will be Cayman deciding to demonically ascend, gets the Vision of Empire down, but there's 3 members down here! And Crowny picks up First Blood. The Swain, this time around, does not have the ability to survive.
Porky, that is going to be so much damage. Exactly what the Lost Ratones need, consistent damage. They also need Baus to stay alive right now, though.
Do a little bit. Baus going to be in that 1v2, and we all know that how rats work. As if it is Baus's pick up all the deaths, they're doing just fine. The public execution is a slightly public fumble instead there. Unfortunate, Miatek gets the read wrong. Perhaps a little harsh with the phrasing, but hey, it made more sense with the name of the ultimate. Baus just keeps farming. He's not backing away, of course he's not. Gonna recall in the same spot.
Yeah.
Might be going to pick this one up. Exifang and Kasiga there. There's no way out this time, Baus. Nice attempt. He gets a fair amount of damage down, but I think it will be the Varus who picks that one up.
That's still, though, the bot lane of Bulldog slowed down, stuck on their base to make sure that they kill the enemy top laner. In the meantime, Lost Ratones have free time on the bot lane to do whatever they want, and they want more money for Crowny, obviously. They also want the Drake, which Relja is taking care of right now. Bulldogs are going to be late for this party, so they should not even be thinking about taking the first Drake, and maybe focus on something else, like not giving away the first turret, for example.
Crowny's picked up 3 plates down there, and despite it being a relatively quiet early game, it's still over 1,000 gold ahead for Lost Ratones here. They picked up that early dragon to land some good combos there, so even if he is down a little bit of that CS, and we saw in the first game of the way the Bulldogs were more than able to find some good picks, a little bit like this. Chains of Corruption just why Velya managed to buffer away for now, still has the flash to work with, teleports begin to fly. Velya down to half HP, the Hail of Arrows secures the kill for Exifang, 2 for him now on the board. Nemesis will Justice punch away, but there's a public execution! Noxus versus Demacia on your screens, but the statue will flash away. It's looking like a Doctor Who episode, because blink and you'll miss him. Me mumbling, it's easier that way.
You know what, it's just, yeah, it's the usual way of dealing with Initialize, by the way, in case you didn't know. Oh, Cayman, don't do that to me again!
Demonic Ascension comes through the tower, falls, that'll be another feat of strength. Cayman flashes away, try to heal up, it's just not enough as Crowny picks that one up, his first of the game. The BDG, Bulldogs are here to fight back. They land the Maokai route, but the turnaround's pretty good. Exifang just gets caught out, deleted! And of course, there's the Galio from the heavens to turn it all around. Lulis is clueless, nowhere to run. He goes on down, another such name pumps. Kasing now being run away. Miatik is here, but there's still a massive members disadvantage. Nemesis lands the taunt, gets Kasing, and now it's Ambessa alone against the world. And Lost Ratones are bringing a plague of destruction down on Bulldog's heads. There is just not enough in the tank. They should have named Terriers. They're the wrong.
Still do. He's ahead. He's feeling rather
He's got a
strong right now.
He's fine, yeah.
Exactly. He's more than fine compared to Mintek right now.
Well, just counter-strikes the wave and runs away. The public execution goes wide because he just sidestepped it. Here comes the Nature's Grasp, though, to buy Baus a little bit of time. Nowhere really for him to go. Has a phase rush, but nowhere to run. And that'll be a second death for the Jax, who for once oversteps, can't sidestep everything. Baus dies for the second time this game.
You can't sidestep everything, but you can make sure that every death of yours counts, because Lost Ratones, in the meantime, thanks to this window in the window view, got the Herald to themselves, and now they can come through the top lane.
They try and jump in. The Chains of Corruption don't really land. Cayman tries to buy some time. Velya is very deep, but I think he's just dead to rights here. Yeah, that one was a little bit far, Rats. I would XTD somewhere else. Nemesis comes on in, but the hero's entrance is looking like the villain's dinner table, and he gives himself over to Bulldogs, who now even up the kills. I think that one might have been a touch far. I don't know about you, Solari.
Speaking of overextension, both of us actually did overextend. Both Lost Ratones went a little bit too deep and too far into Bulldog's territory. As also, we went a little bit too far with praising them, unfortunately, but... Oh,
well,
okay, forget it.
Kasing about to fall as well. There comes the Visions of Ember, drive by some space, but Baus lands a counter-strike and 20% of the HP bar just disappears. A double kill for Baus, who evens up his kills and deaths and feels a lot happier about the game. Miatik is the part 2 of that queue. Sometimes can look a little bit like the ultimate on this skin.
Yes, it does.
Thank you for... I get a Baus stat. Okay, you get the turret. You nearly get everything. Okay. You know what? Good death. Gets the turret. More gold than you dying as came in. And on the other side goes down as well. And Velia and Nemesis return to the scene of the incident at the tier 2 earlier and be able to claim that turret for themselves. Los Ratones claim 2 tier 2s in a matter of minutes. Actually, are they going to keep going? They might look for a little bit more here. Is there any teleports available? Cayman will have his 20-odd seconds. That's a public execution. That's still going to be a 1 versus 2. Mietic manages to Drakehound step away, but the turnaround with the Justice Punch and a flag and drag means that I think that Ambessa may have gone a little deep, but you know what? I take it back. There's just more dashes than Los Ratones have. You can't catch.
Still standing, so Los Ratones seem to have a better position here if they want to force a fight there. They want to force a fight here in the river, apparently.
Down the flag, but did not get dragged down into the depths. He never moved, lands onto Nemesis. Kissinger's gone on him with the crash down and a bit more Ferromancy to his name. Velya's really low, gets the Cataclysmic, gets out. Came in desperately low, trying to heal on up. Doesn't quite fall himself. The health bars are so low, but the few have fallen so far. And Ambessa gets the jacks, and Bulldogs come out on sort of top, I think. It's 2 for 2 in the end, but it is a close run thing.
It's still close, and Mietic is still half HP and can do so much with his half HP on that Ambessa. Like, looking at him without any respect on the both side of the map, because we're still looking at Atacon sitting on the top part of the map. We're still talking about the possibility to take it, but for now, mid lane.
Crash down into the Magnet Storm, and Crowny in a dangerous spot, but he's got enough of a shield to stay alive. Came in, gets a big demonic ascension though. Kasing is low but not down. Lula's low but not down. Ambessa gets reckless and shut down, and into the back lane he gets more. Oh my god! Velia with the triple goal. Cataclysm by name, Cataclysm by nature. All the while though, they still lose more members. Velia manages to salvage it a little bit, but it's still going to be a 3 for 3. Can he find his way out? We'll need to play rope around the ring around the rosy a little bit, but Cayman has a lot more HP to work with. The Visions of the Empire will stop the spot. Remember, Atacon is up. Velia, how much further can you run? Are there teleports available? One from Nemesis, maybe, if he can fall away and get on in here. And a bit more damage, and Palpatine he maybe can just continue to gap close after gap close. If you were hit by that public execution, you are no longer safe. They'll jump onto Exifing here as the chains of corruption go very wide indeed. And that's a quick kill onto the enemy AD carrier. Los Ratones will take this opportunity to head towards the Baron that has just spawned and look to pick up the big purple worm for themselves. They are going to be on vision while doing it though. Well, they're just going to go straight towards Atacon to get used to what people are going for. With that one also being aside there, they'll start up with a slightly easier neutral objective to secure.
The Bulldogs, however, are closing in. There is no ultimate on Lulus. Something important to remember, but Cayman is here. Has the ulti.
I think a Scon is going to go down, and that'll be the withdrawals available. On a revive, I heard the Endless Desk calling us out on that one earlier. As Baus into the backside makes sure that Cayman is suffering. Will get that kill, but it's only 100 gold. Lulus goes down. Crowdy playing with a vengeance. Mietic in the backline, facing in a 1v2. And reminder, with those withdrawals, you just don't get that much value for fighting against them. And now Baron's available right next door. Atacon!
They soul point for themselves, and they will continue pushing because they still have 4 out of 5 withdrawals to their names, and now they have the Baron buff and the soul point. Like, what else is there to ask for the Reds right now?
It's going to be a very strong shove from Los Ratones. Make no mistake about it. Can Bulldogs hold on? They will need to be dog with a bone in this particular case. Dog within will have to become a dog without if they want to make this play. In goes Velia, but Mietic is trading out with Baus on the other side. I think Baus is winning this one. What? Oh my days, the damage is huge! Counter-strike and a flash not required. All the while though, Ingos came in and the rest of the squad from Los Ratones to try and pick up the kill. So don't quite manage it. Crowny, Valkyrie's over the wall. You can hear them riding on in, and it is to Valhalla. They send Bulldogs. It is a valiant fight or two from then. But the macro wasn't enough. Atacon and Baron is too much to bear for the side of Bulldogs. They will fall down to 1 and 3. Los Ratones will secure themselves first in Group A. They do it in style, and they do it in the manner we all began to expect, even if 1 or 2 of those fights were perhaps not as clean as they might have hoping.
The